Royalty demands punctuality. Robert Ball, the Queen's clockmaker, has been keeping the time at Buckingham Palace for 23 years.
Timekeeping is certainly important. It's important the fact when someone arrives, a dignitary or whoever it may be, that when they come in that door that the clock is actually saying the right time. It's not sort of 5 or 10 minutes out, it's actually correct. And I'm sure that everyone doing their part for whatever visit it may be can actually look at any of the clocks and be assured it is on time and they're on time with it. Right, where now? There is virtually a clock in every single room. Some rooms actually have 2 clocks in. Walking around the palace, it's certainly sort of on a square system, and everything's... To get from one route to another, you just walk around a complete square or try and know the links that will go between the two. Our winding is based on the square, and we will actually do a certain route on a certain day. And each particular day we will know the clocks on that route, so when we refer to them it will be actually a Monday clock or a Tuesday clock and so on. There are some clocks that you only know to wind so far, because if you wind them too far they will actually stop or they will pull up. That you actually take care when you do wind it so you don't upset its balance. It's a joy just to walk round and to attend, even just to wind the clocks, let alone repair them. In the palace we've got about 630, about another couple of hundred at Clarence House, about another 30 at Kensington Palace, and approximately 240-ish at Sandringham and another 200 at Balmoral.
In London, it's the biggest day in the history of the Pepper Pot Day Centre for African Caribbean pensioners.
Hello, the chair for you.
That's the chair Her Majesty would use to sign the visitors' book. We wanted something extraordinary for her to sit in.
They're celebrating their 25th birthday. It's a silver jubilee. To crown it all, their birthday party will be attended by the Queen.
She's an icon, isn't she? She's a 20th century icon. So just to kind of meet icons is always amazing.
If she comes directly to you, you can say, "Good morning, Your Majesty." Apparently you're allowed. But you need for her to speak to you before you respond or say anything to her. It's only 45 minutes, so it's in and out.
Yeah, this is done by Miss Bean. You have the wheelchair.
Is that your picture?
Yes, she does it.
Oh, it's very nice.
Well, she's sort of timid. She's very, but I try to encourage her to watch it.
She's just lovely, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy that I was so near to her. She's so nice.
It's one thing to be invited to a royal tea party, but imagine if the party is in your own home. Today, Duncan Whittington is expecting the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall at his Jarrow home in the northeast of England.
The Duchess of Cornwall there, Prince Charles there, and then I thought Abdo, because he's hard of hearing, beside him.
Duncan is the local chairman of TOC-H, a charity which encourages better community relations. But having royalty in the house is anything but straightforward.
There's been a lot of polishing, a lot of hooving, a lot of carpet washing, many trips to the dump, so there's been a heck of a lot of work. But how often do Charles and Camilla have the opportunity to go into what I'd like to think is just a normal terraced house in perhaps one of the less affluent parts of the country, you know?
Just watch the step there. Look at the step.
Feel the house.
Indeed. Well, if I may present you both to Geoffrey Smith, who is the CEO of Tockage.
Hello.
There we are. And if you'd like to come in, please. Here are our assembled guests and local friends.
Tea with royalty is rarely an intimate affair. The local great and good, neighbours, and of course the media all want a piece of the action.
So how long have you lived here for?
I've lived here for about 7 years, but I've lived in Jarrow for about 44.
How long have you been doing this?
Do you want some tea?
I'd love a cup of tea.
Now, there's ordinary tea there or Earl Grey. Do you taste milk?
Maybe I will. Thank you very much.
It can't be an easy life, can it? You know, you've got to be on your best behaviour. You can't say what you think for fear somebody picks it up the wrong way.
Have you all taken part in these before? No.
I wouldn't like his job. I mean, you have to be pleasant to everybody, even if you don't like the look of their face, and I wouldn't like that. I don't like to be pleasant to people I don't like.
Well, one of these people is my mother. I think you might find that's me. Well, this is Mrs. Barlow and that's Bob.
Hello. Have you been in the kitchen washing part,
Yes.
not making this delicious cake?
Did you get a cup of tea?
Yes, sir. Yes, we need that.
Or were you busy brewing something?
We're going to finish the cakes now.
You are. It's going to be a jolly party.
Yes.
Listen, and you can finish off the cake.
Indeed.
How do I feel now? I think the expression is relieved. Whilst it's been lovely having folk here, I'll be looking forward to my house to getting back to whatever normal might be.
Today, Fleur Adcock and her niece have an important date.
Where would you like to go to?
Buckingham Palace of all places.
Okay, we're on our way.
Fleur is a New Zealand-born poet, and she's been awarded one of English literature's highest accolades, the Queen's Gold Medal for Poetry. The monarch will present it herself.
It's like meeting the angel Gabriel or something. You don't really, not quite sure whether they exist or not. You've seen lots of representations, but I take it this wears off. People say this wears off after the first 5 minutes. But people who've received it previously, you become much more relaxed when you sit down and just chat. Shall I tell you about the last time I went to Buckingham Palace to receive my OBE? And I burbled. You do burble. She said something about being a New Zealander and I said something about being both and belonging to both, and after a statutory minute or whatever it was, she made it clear that the conversation was at an end, which she does with a very firm grip of the hand that propels you slightly backwards. I think this is generally known because I had been warned. Hello.
Who do we have here then?
Well, I've got a letter. Which is which?
Mr. Andrew Motion sends his regards. He's already
He's in there. I thought he would be. Yes, we're a bit late. Thanks, Will.
Lovely.
At Buckingham Palace, Fleur will be introduced to the Queen by Andrew Motion, who is the Poet Laureate, the Queen's master of verse.
The Poet Laureate, Professor Andrew Motion, and Miss Fleur Adcock, Your Majesty.
I'm glad indeed to see you, and also to have the opportunity to give you the medal. It's an astonishing object. And I'm quite sure what one does with it.
Well, I should think I'll just talk about it for a long, long time to my grandchildren. And
it's very attractive, I think.
I've read a description of it, but I've never seen the actual design. So.
And you've been writing poetry for quite a long time?
Oh, quite a long time. I started when I was about 6. And it's been ever since.
Ever since?
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah,
on
yes.
And off, with quite a lot of living in between, yes.
Because you come from New Zealand?
I do, yes. And I saw you, in fact, when I was in New Zealand. I'll tell you about that.
Well, that's very nice. Well, come take a seat and we can... right, put your next it. Yeah?
After the Queen has presented the medal, the poets stay for a private 15-minute chat. On any given morning, the Queen might have several audiences like this.
I haven't taken it in yet, so I'll start taking it in later and think, oh dear, did I interrupt her? Did I interrupt her?
No, not at all. And you remembered your medal, and you didn't drop it. Which has been known to happen.
Yes. And you did a beautiful curtsy. Oh, noticed.
The Queen has her own private estate at Sandringham in Norfolk. She spends much of each winter here, and on Sunday she attends the village church. The family's presence always attracts local interest.
I don't think it's quite as bad. No, it's not quite as bad. Then take the flowers to the other door.
Thank you.
This Sunday there's a special event for the staff at Sandringham House. The Queen is presenting Long Service Awards. As with many historic estates, some families have worked here for generations.
Mr. Jonathan Grimwade to become a Lieutenant of the Royal Victorian Order.
Thanks, appreciation.
Very much.
Many congratulations.
Mr. Andrew Holt to become a member of the Royal Victorian Order.
Thank you. A lot of very hard work. Thank you very much. You've been very busy.
Mr. Glyn Evans to receive the Long and Faithful Service Medal. Mrs. Anne Melton to receive a 30-year clasp to her Long and Faithful Service Medal. Mr. Paul Birch, Mr. Andrew Godfrey, Mr. Daniel Harvey to receive the Royal Victorian Silver Medal. Mr. Stephen Frohawk.
It's 33, isn't it? Goodness.
Mrs. Judith Boggis to be received by Her Majesty on her retirement.
Please, just say how many years it all...
355 years service in the Royal.
These are all mine. Well, most of them are. You're going to his at Kes. You went the other day.
Oh, you're there, are you? So they've been having great celebrations with the centenary, haven't they? And you're...
I'm the eldest. I'm in charge, yeah.
Firstborn, she says that all the time.
Oh, I see. So you have to deal with
it. I do, yeah.
She likes to think she's in charge, but she's not really.
Not really. Where are you?
I'm from King's Lynn. I'm a firefighter at King's Lynn, so I live there as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm open in King's Lynn as well. I own computers and things over there, but I went to Kes as well.
Oh, is it?
It should be on there, yeah.
Well, I didn't get near enough to the board to read it. I met some of the older gold medals. You know, that I'd given. It's nice.
When the President of the United States welcomes another head of state, the White House must always look its best. Today, they're getting ready for the Queen.
Well, whenever we have a state arrival ceremony, which is what we have now, whether it's for a queen or king or a president, it's always a big thing. You don't want to say that you do more for one than you do for another, because it's it's important that certainly the best face of America shows forth on something like this. Well, you look at the South Fountain, the tulips. Now, we have 9,000 tulips in there. Unfortunately, they're gone now. She'd come a week ago, it'd been perfect.
Well, the White House is beautiful, and you know, a lot of history. Certainly not as much history as at Buckingham Palace, but I think people are often struck at how small it is. For a person's home, it's large, but for the President of the United States, it's relatively small and modest from what a lot of our foreign visitors expect it to be.
This is the West Wing reception room. This, in the old days, used to be where the press would actually be working and hanging out. The West Wing is really the working part of the residence. Now we're in the Roosevelt room. Long ago, this was called the fish room because there used to be a huge fish tank in here. The president has two conference rooms in the West Wing, one that's formal and one informal. This is the informal conference room. The senior staff's first official meeting of the day is held in here. It starts at 7:30 every morning. It is very busy, but it's mostly going on beneath the surface. This is the Chief of Staff's office. Nice, bright, airy corner suite. On the floor with the president, you really have the Chief of Staff, the two Deputy Chiefs of Staff, the Senior Advisor, the National Security Advisor, and the Press Secretary. So it's very small.
For a royal visit, the White House press office can expect a big turnout.
We have about 780 people who have a permanent pass issued to them to come to the White House. Here, this is called, it used to be called Pebble Beach because it was full of pebbles and everything. We did a long renovation, and it's now called Stonehenge. The press used to set up here on the lawn, they'd do their live shots, and then they'd pack up all their stuff and they'd leave at night. I think with 24-hour news, CNN and Fox really taking the lead on that, it was important that they be able to do their live shots here at any time that they need.
This is the Navy Mess. It's run by the United States Navy, and they provide the food service in the West Wing. So most of us eat 3 meals a day here. It's mostly for the use of the senior staff. It's pretty hearty fare. When I worked here years ago for the President's father, it was more hearty fare. It was more standard Navy food like you'd have on a ship. This is the White House Situation Room. It's the room where the President and the staff go to monitor world events, deal with crises. We're just in the final days of a total renovation of the room. It's the first time it's been actually gutted since it was originated under President Kennedy in the 60s. It now looks more like you would expect it would look in a TV series.
The central part of the White House, known as the residence, will be on show to the world during the royal visit.
This is called the Blue Room Balcony, and there will be a stage set, and that's where the Queen and the President will address the people assembled, and we believe that there's going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 7,000 people attending the arrival ceremony.
We were praying, and we received some sun, we had some rain, and it's starting to green very nicely.
I think the things that probably we worry the most, having been here through a number of these, are the things that you can't control.
The wisteria that drape the south portico, the stairway. I'm hoping we don't get a strong wind. So I'll lose sleep over the flowers.
There was just something right there. I mean, just a little touch-up required on some of the paint.
Go ahead and view it.
This is the state dining room. This is where the dinner itself will occur. There'll be 13 round tables. So at one point, we will have about 200 people in this room at the very beginning of the dinner. And the best way, I think, to describe it is organized chaos.
Just another dinner, except for the Queen will be here. So everybody excited about that.
Tucks and tails. Tucks and tails will be wearing.
Yeah, we just got measured for those, and that's probably unprecedented.
It's first time, so. But I think Admiral, he's want us to look.
Admiral, you got tucks and tails.
When the Queen is in any foreign land, nowhere is more excited than the British Embassy. In Washington, Amanda Downs is the ambassador's social secretary.
She arrives in the United States. Which day of the week are we? I can't remember which day of the week are we.
United States, right?
So she arrives tomorrow. I'm very aware we need to be at our best for this occasion. Very aware, as is everyone else involved. This is the main gallery of the house. This is 167 foot long, gives you an idea of the scale of the house. This is the drawing room. We have an investiture, and this is where the investiture will be on Tuesday afternoon, and then later that evening we have a return dinner. And this is where the dinner's going to be held on Tuesday evenings, the ballroom. Everyone is really excited and thrilled by her visit. We're down to the wire now. I think that we're as ready as we can be. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. We'll see them tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, we look forward to it. That's Her Majesty the Queen's standard that's arrived now, and so I'll deliver that to security later, and then that's the sort of final thing, I think.
Tonight, the Queen will host a banquet to thank President Bush for his hospitality. As Social Secretary, Amanda must check the seating plan.
Well, I normally have it in alphabetical order, which it was, but then when it got moved. But it's okay. We're getting there, so I'm just going to get back into alphabetical order so I can move faster.
Oh, table 1. Her Majesty the Queen. She does not get a place card. She will be shown where her seat is.
The doors will be open and Her Majesty will come in.
In the drawing room, there's a last-minute rehearsal for a small investiture. The Queen will be honouring several people for services to British-American relations.
And forward. Would you like to try curtsy, or would you just like to stand forward?
Suggest?
Whatever is comfortable for you.
You can do either well.
That would be absolutely fine. And then the Queen will give you your honour.
Yes.
And then turn to return to your...
I bow again?
You can do, yes.
Small, right?
Small.
And turn around or back?
No, you can turn around.
Oh, good.
After many years of arranging visits for British VIPs, American diplomat Charlotte Schultz is to receive an honorary medal. As always, royal protocol has to be followed.
There's absolutely a strict way of doing things, and there's a reason for it. Amanda's been here for a long time. She knows what works best, and that's what we do, and it always works.
Just a little curtsy here, and then one when you get right in front of her,
Yes.
and then when you get here to say goodbye.
Goodbye, just one chance, yes.
And just
only if you're comfortable with that. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to do one of those.
No, never, because I think that very often the saying is that many a person has gone down and not come up.
Don't tell me that.
Or trying a really deep curtsy.
Yeah, no.
Amanda gives Charlotte the pre-arranged signal that the Queen has not removed her hat.
The Royal Victorian Order. It's been Honorary Commander. This is Charlotte Maillard Schultz, the services to UK interests in the US.
It's been a wonderful pleasure. It was reward enough, but thank you so much. Keep going. I think the most nervous thing is whether to wear a hat or gloves. But I got the high sign, and I got the hat was at the ready. So I didn't want the Queen to feel uncomfortable that she was the only one in a hat. So I helped her out.
Your Majesty, that concludes the investitures.
she was saying how thanked me for welcoming so many of the royal family, and I said, bring them on, more. We'd like to have them visit more.
As the banquet is being hosted by the Queen, she arrives first to greet 2 presidents and 2 first ladies. When President Bush welcomed the Queen to Washington earlier in the week, he famously muddled his dates.
Mr. President, I wondered whether I should start this toast saying, when I was here in 1776, but I don't think I will. Mr. President, it is a real pleasure to welcome you and Mrs. Bush here this evening. May I ask everyone to rise and drink a toast to President and Mrs. Bush, to the future of our 2 countries and the enduring friendship, Mr. President. Very much, so much kindness. Sad it's over. I can't believe it's over, actually. But I think it's been an extremely happy visit, and there's a good feel. Fairy dust everywhere, and I can't. I'm in shell shock, I think, really. But no, it's great. I was very emotional earlier today. Very emotional. I had to have a little sob on my ambassador's shoulder, I have to confess. I'm now a big British again. Quite believe it's over. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night. I've got Her Majesty's standard, and as she leaves, it goes down, and obviously it has come down as she departs, so we will now send this back in the bag to Buckingham Palace. Final task.
Two great British institutions are about to join forces at a West End gala film premiere. James Bond and the Queen.
But it's got to be said, at the end of the day, this is about protecting a 45-year-old brand. They spent something like 120 million making the film, but they're going to spend 100 million marketing it.
What do you think James Bond actually thinks about the Queen?
Well, that's really, I suppose, that's his boss, if you think about it.
I'm quite nervous, actually, because I don't know all the protocols and everything, so I'll try not to be too naughty, but I'll be very serious and, you know, remain good.
We have to practice courtesy and bows and say, not mom, but man. Yeah, so we've been practicing, yeah.
Yeah, I got a curse like this. Do you know if the right feet in front of the left? Doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter? Okay, okay. I'll try to give the best for the Queen. The Queen being here, I think it definitely makes it more British. And he is supposed to be one of her servants, isn't he? But no one really imagines the Queen sitting around watching DVDs, do they?